So I've got a wood sign from Dollar Tree. I've also got the Hot Wheels racetrack, and I'll be using a screw and I'll be adding that to the edges of this sign, and I'm just going to swirl that across the front or the back of the sign, which will be the front of my light. Using a box cutter, I'm cutting off the excess. Then I'll be taking my piece outside and I'll be spray painting it silver. Now I'll be taking some mirror tiles and I'm just going to be adding these to the edges of my light. And I'm going to tuck this last strip underneath the track and smooth that out. So now I want to add one strip going all the way around the border of the actual racetrack. So now I'm taking these larger mirrored tiles and I'm cutting them into single strips. Now I'm just measuring out here to see how many I can fit on the backing, and of course there's overhang, so I'm going to add 2 strips of mirror tiles to the top and 1 strip to the bottom, and then proceed to glue my single strips of the larger mirror tiles on the edge of the back of my lighting. And in between those, I am going to glue 2 strips of these smaller mirrored tiles. And I have everything that I used from Amazon linked down below, as well as the items that I purchased from Dollar Tree. So for my light source, I'm using these Pixie string lights that I purchased from Five Below, as well as this portable charger bank that I'm going to be using for my lighting. And all you have to do is plug it in. So because my battery pack is large, I'm going to be creating a backing for my lighting using the Tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree. And all I'm doing here is measuring out how many I would need. Now I'm going to be laying those down, and I'm going to be using a stack of 3 in height and then gluing all of those together to create the backing for my lighting. I do want to apologize because creating this lighting is literally all over the place. In some areas I forgot to record, and so you're going to see me creating this backing in real time. So I did make some mistakes and have to go back and fix them. So you'll see me create it, paint it, and then have to go back and fill in areas because I did change my mind a couple times about how I wanted this to look. So I do apologize for that, but in the end, I do show what the backing looks like all done. So I've added these 2 blocks at the top because I needed to find an area where I could add the hanging hook to be able to put it on the wall. And so here I am gluing that down. Now after this, I do take it out and I spray paint it. And then I come back and decide that I do want to fill in the middle so that I can use 4 more blocks to raise my actual lighting up off of the backing of the light, because originally I was just going to have it flat, but I think it looks much better with a little gap in between the lighting source and the actual backing of my light. So taking more of the mirrored tiles, I'm just going to add that to the back of my lighting where I'm hiding my battery pack. So now I'm going to take my strong adhesive and glue these 2 together, and I'm going to allow this to dry for at least 8 hours before moving on, because I want to make sure that nothing is shifting out of place. Now taking my string lights, I'm going to thread those through the top of the backing. I'm going to plug that in, and I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue just to set this into place so that way I can be able to pop it off whenever I need to recharge my power source. Now taking a little bit of hot glue, I'm just going to go ahead and glue down the excess lighting on the back so that I can go ahead and glue down my lights to my racetrack. Once my lights are glued down, I'm going to start gluing down my crystal dazzlers. I like to start with the larger ones, and then I use the smaller crystal dazzlers as fillers on top just to create that more natural look. Once most of the crystals are glued down, I like to go back and look to make sure I don't have any empty spaces, and I glue down any extras as needed. So here they are hanging on the wall, and the lights are operated by an app, and there's so many settings possible, so many different color choices that you can pick from. So I love that I can really adjust these for any mood, and they're going to be very nice for the holiday season. So that is all for today. I want to thank you so very much for watching. I truly appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in the next video.